On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
Hey, we're coming to you from exactly where we were last week.
Yeah, exactly the same time, everything.
Yeah, it's just a little bit later. So, as we mentioned in last week's episode, we are going next week to record the audiobook. Or, no, we're not. What are we doing? Recording. We're going next week to record the first season of our new podcast, which comes out August 6th.
Yes, and we probably still can't say what it is in this episode, but
Probably still not.
go listen to last week's episode where we give some
Hints and tips and all kinds of little nods to it. Who knows?
Yes, but very, very excited.
Very excited.
Grateful that we get to do another podcast together.
Another one together. And so grateful for our upcoming book tour, which kicks off August 20th. So if you want to get your tickets, get them now. We're coming to Los Angeles, San Francisco, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas. And that's it.
And that's it for the book tour. But get your books.
Get your books.
We really just want to be on a list somewhere.
We want to be on a list and not for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
So buy our book or we'll end up on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yes. Go to obituarypodcast.com.
Obituarypodcast.com for the book tour tickets. For the actual book, you can purchase that at prh.com/obituary.
But if you forget,
just
go to Obituary Podcast.
Oh, everything's there.
Everything is there.
It's everyone's. They're calling it the new Google.
Yeah.
Everyone's just,
yep.
Obituarypodcast.com. Yeah, I think that's where I go to look things up.
Yes.
So if you're interested, head over there. You know what we didn't actually talk about in last week's episode? The one we recorded 2 hours ago. Well, first of all, I want to talk about that actually because we just spent the last hour laying in the guest room on a bed. And I was like, I've never really laid down in here before.
And it was great.
It was great. We looked at old pictures of ourselves. We looked at like those little collages your phones make of each other. We've really been through it all.
Which are so funny because the music and the photos that they pull. Like,
oh my God.
Wild. Wait, speaking of photos. Yesterday at 4th of July, our friend Alyssa, she was showing me that lapse thing.
Yeah, that cool app.
The app. And then you and I didn't talk about it, but you saw something she posted and you're like, how do I do this?
I commented. I was like, how do I make that?
I'm like, oh, it's lapse. So we need to
get on it. You take the pictures, I think, and it automatically turns it into a video later.
Yes. So she was showing me like, it's cool because you take the picture and then you wait a little bit and it develops.
Yes. The kind of like old school method. I don't know who made the app or what's going on or.
Yeah, we don't know, but it seems like it's cool with like younger, cool generation.
And one thing about us, we're always chasing that.
Which would be fun if we made one for Obituary and just got to take some pictures.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do one for along the tour.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Okay. First order of business is I feel deranged and I want to be in the pool right now, if I'm being honest.
Me too.
Okay. If we're telling the truth, I should be floating on a little floaty right now.
Yes.
But if I had to pick a second place to be, I guess it would be right here.
Yeah. Yep. I think this is a really close second.
I feel pretty nice and comfy here.
Uh-huh.
I just want to get food.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry
what should
too.
we eat?
I don't know. We'll decide after.
Okay.
Speaking of food, last week I hit you up because I was like, listen, I got to do a Costco run. I'm not willing to enter that establishment by myself. I'm scared of it still. I'm still newer to the Costco life.
It can be intimidating, honestly, alone. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we went together. First of all, oh my God, the amount of people that just stand in the aisle.
Oh my God.
What are you waiting for?
You were starting to lose it. And then finally I was like, I'm getting pissed. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm less patient than Madison is. And so I'm usually like, why are these people standing here? I'm trying to go around them. And she's like, da, 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 da. But then eventually she got to a point where she's like, okay, move it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Everyone's just standing there.
Standing there in the
like they're waiting for what? An eclipse or something to happen? Oh my God. Quit looking up and look at the aisle.
I know. I know. And why is it so hard to find ketchup in Costco?
Hi, Costco, if you're listening, place the ketchup in a better area.
We had this the last time we went. So hard to find ketchup. Literally anything else, I could buy a kitchen sink faucet and find it easier.
Oh, I could get 84 bottles of sunscreen because I have to buy them all together.
Yeah,
before I can find the ketchup. My God.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That night turned into an all-night affair because if there's one thing about us, we're not doing a one-shot stop, okay? We went to Costco, dropped off my order, went to Madison's house, dropped off her order, then
picked up a barbecue.
Oh, we picked up a barbecue, brought it to my house, and folding table. And then we were timing this out like we were on a fucking mission. Mm-hmm. Okay, we were like, okay. Well, I was telling you, I was like, I gotta hit Michael's because I need this one cake pan because I need the American flag shaped cake pan that they have. We can also go to
World Market, Home Goods.
Yeah. Home Goods. So we're trying to like map it all out. We threw a cog in the machine though, because the thing is, Madison and I, for a weird period of time, we go through moments together. Uh-huh. And there was a period of time where we were going to the Red Robin and they have like a little tablet on the table that you can play trivia. I think one time we were just like both really craving a Diet Coke and we were like...
And fries.
Yeah. We were like, we could go there. So we went to the Red Robin and got a Diet Coke and fries. And it became this thing we started doing whenever we would be out grocery shopping or something because we're actually conjoined twins. We would stop at the Red Robin to get a Diet Coke and french fries.
Yeah.
And play this trivia game, and we get competitive with that shit. Okay,
because it tells you where the other people are, so
and
we're
where
like
they're playing,
a city over, and we're like, should we go meet up with them? Like,
fight them.
Yeah,
for our honor.
But wait, Michael's. So we went to Michael's first.
We did.
Walk in. It's Halloween Town.
Oh my God! You're not even gonna let 4th of July happen?
Not even gonna let 4th of July happen. But all the Halloween stuff is very obituary centric.
It
like,
is.
Pink.
She pulled out these like little pink coffins. Was like, is this not obituary?
Yeah.
And I was excited.
Very cute.
But we didn't buy anything because I don't support that yet.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet. We did go to the Red Robin. We killed it. We won trivia several times. And it just felt great.
Felt really great. And then
I recommend, if you haven't in a long time, go to a chain restaurant.
I love a chain.
Go to a chain restaurant.
You know what you're going to get no matter where you are.
They're always going to have fun appetizers. They're always going to have fun desserts. Go to a chain restaurant.
Yeah.
If there's a restaurant attached to a mall, go to it.
Go to it. I know.
Support chains.
Support big business. Yeah.
Support big corporations, okay?
Oh God, then we powered through Home Goods.
We had 13 minutes and we didn't want to be assholes, but we were like, I just want to look really quick. And there were so many people in there shopping still. So we bust in, we're going. We had moments to spare. Mm-hmm. We got out of there a few minutes before closing. And then we walked over to Sprouts. Got some more groceries, some more stuff for the party. And it all came together. It all worked out.
It really did.
There was nothing yesterday that I felt like, oh, that's missing. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. Everything was so good. Food was good. Drinks were good. Just everything.
I did buy a ton of frozen appetizers just in case.
And so now you just have a ton.
I forgot.
We could make those.
Yeah.
For dinner.
Hey. Or as an appetizer.
Or as an appetizer. Hey, who knows? Who knows?
Let's keep this party going.
Wait.
What?
Okay. I called you this morning. You were at the gym, but I thought maybe you were done and I was on my way. Why were there clowns in the street?
Wait. Okay, well, first of all, that's the other thing. So the party ended up going kind of late last night. By the time, we go to bed, I had to wake up. I had to go to my workout this morning. Mm-hmm. And then I was about to leave the gym and it was like 12:03 or something. And I was like, oh no, did she not wake up? Like, is she just
It was dicey.
Because the last thing I know is I see her with a firecracker in her hand downing a Topo Chico. I'm like, I don't know if this bitch made it to tomorrow.
Well, Cisco kept saying to me yesterday, he's like, like when the party's like dwindling down, people are starting to leave. He's like, should we get going? Just because of like fireworks starting and it getting dark and the dogs, because we had the dogs with us. And I was like, no, like they're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Like, let me just finish this drink. And he's like, okay, cool. Well, I never let that drink get empty because I kept going back for like 2 hours, like, almost done. Let me finish it. And it was like my 5th one.
Eventually, he was like, he caught on. But I was like, it's actually really weird if you leave right now, Cisco. I was like, and then eventually in front of everyone, I'm just like, let her stay. Let her stay, please. You were like, can I just stay with my friends?
Yeah, let me have fun.
Come on, man.
I'm just nervous about the dogs. I'm like, they're fine.
We were having too much fun.
But then in the car ride home, I sat in the back seat with the dogs and I was like over his shoulders. We were in the van and I was like, can't get out of the car. Like, I'm going to need your help. He's like, okay.
Well, what I loved was at one point, the champ was like, we were all downstairs. He's like, I'm going to go to bed. He's like, stay down here, have fun. But he's like, I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
So like, good night to everyone and went up to bed. And I was like, okay, good move. And I was like, that's when I realized like, it's time.
It's time.
Everyone needs to leave.
Yeah.
Well, you also have those moments where I think at like a certain point yesterday, I'm like, okay, everyone get out of my house. But then I started having fun again. And I'm like, okay, everyone actually stay. Because there's always...
Hosting, it's nothing personal, but it is like so much leading up to hosting something.
Uh-huh.
Like so much time and energy and everything falls on you. That's why weddings go so fast for a bride and how, like, I mean, I blacked out at my wedding from alcohol.
I recall.
But, like, that's why, because there's so much preparation that goes into it, and then it's there, and you're like, oh, God, okay. And then, yeah, you go through waves where you're like, okay, I need to go to sleep, but then you have fun.
I know, because there's always two. There's always, like, the lingerers. I feel like everyone leaves, like, at, like, a normal time. And then there's, like, a small group. No, this happened last 4th of July. This happened when I hosted New Year's. This happened this year on 4th of July, where there's always kind of like the same crowd of people that are around after.
Yeah.
And I always love that part because it's always funny and the conversations get fucked up and weird. Yeah. And that was a good time.
Yes. Good time.
And if you overstay your welcome, some might call you an asshole.
Oh, good segue.
Thank you. And this one actually is about inviting.
Okay.
It says, am I the asshole for not inviting my sister to my mom's death?
Her death?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, my mom died this February after a 6-year-long battle with dementia. I have multiple siblings, and we all participated in her care at varying levels. She had been doing poorly and has not been in comfort care, which is another word for hospice, for a long time. My sister, who lives near to her, had advised to all of us siblings that the end was near. I decided to drive the 800 miles to be there at the end, both to support my sister and to say goodbye to my mom. My brother lives halfway to my mom's, and I stopped at his house, and he and his wife joined me in the journey. I texted my other sister, a retired medical professional who lived nowhere near us, to advise her that we were going. She texted back and said to give mom a hug for her. 4 hours later, she called me up hysterical and said, why didn't I invite her? My mom has been nonverbal for years, and my sister has said for the last couple of years that she couldn't bear to see our mother like that. Additionally, she doesn't live anywhere near me, and there was no way we would have been driving in the same direction to be with my mother. It's 6 months later, and she still isn't talking to any of us, me or any of my siblings. I've tried to reach out to her. I have tried to reach out to her husband to talk to him privately to understand the situation, but with no response. I've never heard of anyone thinking they had to be invited to the death of a parent. Am I missing something? Am I the asshole?
So did the sister know that the mom was going to die?
Well, I don't know if any of them really knew she was going to die.
Oh, okay.
I think they kind of expected it because the sister that lives near her told all the siblings, like, the end is near. And so they decided to go. Three of them, I think, went and visited.
Yeah.
And this one was told as well, but was like, give mom a hug for me.
Yeah.
And then the mom died, and then 4 hours later, I guess, was like, why didn't you tell him?
Okay.
But it's like, we did tell you.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. You know, I don't know everybody's situation, but I know from personal experiences, like, I get not wanting to see someone that you love in a certain condition, but at some point you need to fucking buck up, even if it's just for you, because if they pass, like, you're going to have so many regrets.
100%. agree with that take. Now, this one says, am I the asshole for wanting a relationship with my dad's side of the family? It says, my mom got pregnant with me by mistake at 22 years old with my dad, who was an alcoholic and a heavy smoker. The two of them lived with his parents, who played a big role in raising me until I turned 2, and mom moved in with her parents across the country to get away from her boyfriend, my dad. I was 5 when he died, but I had no memories of him. I still video called his parents and sister twice or thrice a year, and they'd send packages for me in the mail, filled with super fun gifts and treats for every holiday. Mom has always had a tense relationship with them, but has taken things too far this time. I recently had my birthday, when I usually get my package in the mail from grandma, grandpa, and auntie. This year, I was greeted with no mail. I asked my mom about it, and she explained that she got in a fight with grandma and blocked her number. I thought I'd never be able to talk to them again. She then handed me an envelope from them that she was waiting to give me after she told me about the argument. I read the card silently, and it was filled with loving notes wishing a happy birthday from grandma, grandpa, and auntie. In grandpa's note, he put his phone number down so I have a contact with my dad's side of the family, which was a beam of hope for me. I didn't let mom read the note because I didn't want her to know I can text them, but she found out anyway and is mad at me. She took away my childhood and was then trying to take away part of my family that shows more love to me. Unlike her, I don't want drama and I just want to be nice to all my family. But maybe I am being unreasonable since she has a difficult past with my dad's side of the family and she doesn't realize the trauma she has given me throughout my life. She has had a hard life as well and can't help it if she isn't a perfect parent for me since she wasn't in the right situation to get pregnant. So they want to know, are they the asshole for wanting a relationship with their dad's side of the family?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but I get a feeling that the person who wrote this is young.
Mm-hmm.
And especially since they were like expecting a birthday present and stuff, I feel like they're probably a teenager.
Yeah.
I do know that there could be a reason that the mom has such disdain for that side of the family.
That's true.
That maybe she hasn't let her daughter in on.
Right. And it's just like,
I'm trying to protect you from these people.
Right. Yeah.
Because just because someone says gifts doesn't mean they're good, good people.
Yeah, but to a teenager, it's like, cool.
It's like, they clearly love me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
Fair point, though.
I'm going to say not the asshole, but also I would just be cognizant if I was ever in that situation of like, well, why? I'd probably want more explanation.
Yeah.
Like, why?
More explanation.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, we just went through assholes, but I have a very sweet listener email, and there is a suggestion in here that I think we should all do.
Okay.
So it says, hey babes, I'm a new listener. I started from the very beginning to go along the journey from the start, and I'm about halfway through, and I'm just in love and obsessed. Well, thank you. I love like a newer listener.
Yes.
Oh my God, you have been helping me get through my overnight shifts at the veterinary clinic where I work alone. It's been such a joy and so informative and hilarious. I wanted to share with you something that I did for my family last year that turned out to be one of the coolest, most special things ever. I had a few deaths in my life come one after another and was thinking one day about how a lot of time we don't really tell someone exactly what they mean to us until they've passed and we're reading a eulogy.
True.
So I decided to change the last year for my family and have us read sort of living obituaries.
Okay.
To each other on our birthdays.
Oh my God, I love that.
No, I didn't refer to them this way. Well, I want to refer to them this way. I just thought it would be a good way to understand the concept.
We should send those to people along with the funeral arrangements we send.
I know. We have 11 people in our immediate close family, which includes our mom, dad, me, 2 siblings, all of our significant others, and 3 children. For each of our birthdays, I had everyone make their own voice recording for that person, stating the following. Number 1, my 3 favorite qualities of you are. Number 2, my favorite memory of you is. And number 3, I am proud of you because. I wanted to make sure it was all voice recorded.
I would bawl like a baby if I got that on my birthday.
So would I know. I wanted to make sure it was all voice recorded so that the person could hear them saying this out loud so that they could play it anytime they wanted to, which gives me chill. Like, we have to do this.
Yes.
Because it is so hard sometimes to tell people exactly what they mean to you.
Yeah.
But if I had
a video and
if I had an assignment to do it,
yes.
then I feel like I could do it, I would compile them all in a note on my iPhone and share them all with the person on their birthday. We worked hard and got through all 11 of us last year. Oh, it was a ton of work to organize, but it was so unbelievably worth it. The reactions when someone would receive these was always tons of tears, lots of laughs, and overwhelming thankfulness and honor for all of the kind, amazing words from their dearest loved ones. I just wanted everyone to know how we all truly felt about one another while we could all still hear and appreciate it. I think this would be something incredible for any family or friend group to do throughout a year of birthdays for one another. It was an extremely meaningful and beautiful experience for all of us, so I hope that others will give it a try and recap the benefits of receiving these incredible messages. Love from Geoff, OBITCH, Babe, Brittany, and her cute cats.
Oh, Brittany, thank you. That is an incredible idea.
Living obituaries. I think that is so cool.
I love that so much. My sister on her 30th birthday, we got clips from from my grandpa, like from a bunch of different people in my family saying happy birthday to her. And even that was so
yes.
Oh my God. And
your sister did that kind of for you for your 30th. Remember, she put together a book?
Yes, and I still have it and I love it. She had everyone write a letter to me basically.
Yeah.
And then she put pictures of them and their letters in the book.
I love it.
I want to go through that.
Yeah, you have your own little living obituary.
Yeah.
I love it. So I think we
too.
should all do that.
Agreed.
Really cool. All right, well, I'm up first this week. So do you have a little side bitch for us?
I do. She's no side. This is a main bitch, okay? This is from the Brattleboro Reformer, July 28th, 1993. And it says, scandalous Duchess of Argyll dies at 80.
Oh, scandalous.
Scandalous. London. The Duchess of Argyll, the society beauty, whose divorce was one of the most sensational in Scottish history, has died at the age of 80. The Duchess died in her sleep Monday morning at St. George's Nursing Home in London, where she had moved in 1990 after a series of strokes, a spokesman for the home said Tuesday. The home said only that she died after a long illness. The case of Ian Douglas Campbell, 11th Duke of Argyll, chief of the Clan Campbell and hereditary master of the royal household in Scotland, versus the most honorable Duchess, made headlines around the world. The Duke, who died in 1973, accused his wife of adultery and cited 4 men. The Duchess cross-petitioned, citing her own stepmother. The petition was eventually dropped. A pair of photographs introduced as evidence in the divorce suit by her husband show the Duchess and a man, both naked except for her 3 strands of pearls.
Ooh.
The pictures did not show the face of her lover, who became known as the Headless Man. He was never identified, but the Duke underwent a medical examination that proved the torso shown in the picture was not his.
Oh my God.
So they had this, and this came out in 93. I'm like, this feels like some old school reporting. Like, this is her obituary, and they're like, you want to hear about the fucking Pearl story and the Headless Man?
Oh, I love that.
I love a little scandal, a little royal scandal, baby.
She had a little side bitch, I think.
Oh, she had a few of them from the looks of it.
I love a torso medical examination.
Yeah, he said,
this is not mine.
that's not me. Me when I see a picture of myself that I hate. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, us fucking on your guest bed looking at pictures.
Who are they?
Who is that?
No.
God.
But what I do know is that it's time for a break. And when we come back, we're going to hear what had you spinning in your coffin.
All right.
We'll be right back. Join in. I like it.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, okay, Harmony. And we're back. What had you spinning in your coffin this week?
More like spinning in my pizza oven.
Okay, I want pizza. Give it to me.
Give it to me. All right, Geoff. So about 2 episodes ago, I talked about cheese.
Jesus.
The infamous
Here we go.
cheese episode.
Oh, wow. Do we have a follow-up?
No. This week, I want to talk about pizza.
Oh, my God. Okay. She's feeling food motivated this month.
Yeah. Actually, a pizza funeral. Okay. I promise I'm not fucking around. I'm going to get into something.
I'm here for business. If there's one thing about us, we stand on fucking business. She's not here to fuck around, okay? She's here to talk about pizza. She's going to deliver it, baby.
Pizza delivery.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. Okay. So just hold on to your
Box.
hold on to your boxes. We're going to get into something known as the Great Michigan Pizza Funeral.
Okay.
Okay. This day goes down in history. It is.
Right.
It's a sad day.
Pack it up, Diane Sawyer. There's some new reporters in town.
Yeah. Okay. So first and foremost, there was an Italian man named Mario Fabrini. He came to the United States from communist Yugoslavia with his grandfather after World War II.
Wow.
His father was unfortunately killed in the war. So he emigrated to the U.S. and initially he signed up for the army here and had to serve in the Korean War. After the war, he moved to Detroit and started making pizzas out of his own kitchen.
Okay.
His business grew and he called it Fabrini Pizza. Now, around this time, pizza delivery was not super common. This was like around the 50s and 60s, but he started delivering and making a name for himself. And other pizza places were not happy that he was delivering. But he was
They were like, he has a one-up?
Yes. However, at the time, he was still in the Army Reserve and thought he was going to be called up. So he ended up selling his pizza business, but then he wasn't called to serve. So he moved to Alpena, Michigan and restarted up his pizza business.
Where he was called to serve hot dish, delicious pizzas.
Pizza pies. Again, making pizzas, but also he started freezing pizzas and selling them that way too, which was unheard of.
Innovative.
Very innovative. All of the locals loved his pizza so much, and word started to spread that he had great fucking pizzas. And the Heinz company, like Heinz ketchup.
Heinz ketchup.
They reached out to him and they were like, we love the pizza.
We love your work. We love what you're doing.
And we want to work with you. And actually, I read that during that time, pizzas and frozen pizzas, they weren't as popular as they are today. Now they're like such a staple, obviously, but not in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Okay. So the Heinz company was like, listen, we want to equip you with a factory. We want to handle all the distribution. Like, we want to make this thing big. And it's a huge deal. And so he was making a really big name for himself. He took Heinz's offer and ended up making a big name for himself in the pizza business. And everything was running pretty smoothly for about 9 years.
Okay, almost a decade.
Yeah, his wife Olga was a huge help with recipes. And Mario was on his way to having one of the biggest pizza factories in the United States.
Oh, baby.
Thousands of frozen pizzas were being produced every day, and they were called Papa Fabrini's Frozen Pizzas.
Oh, rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. The business had expanded 3 different times, and they were making plans to push the pizzas into different areas. They were just doing it. You know, it was just a pizza party, okay? Yeah. This was until 1973.
Oh, shit.
Mario made a few different pizzas. He had options. Like there was a mushroom pizza, there was a cheese pizza, there was a pepperoni. Like he did a bunch of different flavors. But the mushroom pizza was his downfall. Okay? Unfortunately, the mushrooms that he used for the frozen pizzas were canned, and the mushroom brand, I believe, was Tolana Pizza Products of Chicago, but they were being canned at the United Canning in Ohio.
Okay.
Now, employees one day at the United Canning in Ohio noticed during an inventory check that their cans of mushrooms were enlarging, kind of like swelling and expanding the can.
No.
If any canned food does that, it can be alarming and we know it's not good. So the factory tested the mushrooms to see what was going on. Well, the tests came back and the mushrooms had something called Clostridium botulinum, aka botulism.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we love botulism in our forehead.
Not in our pizza.
Not in our pizza.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Let me tell you what the World Health Organization has to say about foodborne botulism. Quote, botulinum toxins are neurotoxic and therefore affect the nervous system. Foodborne botulism is characterized by descending flaccid paralysis, that can cause respiratory failure. Early symptoms include marked fatigue, weakness, and vertigo, usually followed by blurred vision, dry mouth, and difficulty in swallowing and speaking. Vomiting, diarrhea, constipation, and abdominal swelling may also occur. The disease can progress to weakness in the neck and arms, after which the respiratory muscles and muscles of the lower body are affected. There is no fever and no loss of consciousness. The symptoms are not caused by the bacterium itself, but by the toxin produced by the bacterium. It goes on to talk about it, and it says that the disease can be fatal in 5 to 10% of cases.
God.
Fucking terrifying. So the FDA gets involved. They start pulling all of these canned mushrooms from businesses, grocery stores, and they also start to contact any customer who orders these canned mushrooms, okay?
Okay.
Including Mario Fabrini. He gets a call from inspectors saying that he needed to stop his trucks from delivering any pizzas and told him, what was going on. And in every article I find about this story, Mario, when he gets the call, is just like, all of a sudden, everything just went dark. Where do I go from here? Like, oh my God, what if someone gets sick or dies from my pizzas?
Yeah.
Like, his whole life just crumbled in that moment. So he
Like
had
a piece of sausage.
Oh my God, that just fell on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sad.
I know. Well, he has his pizza tested, okay? The FDA feeds a few slices of his mushroom pizza to lab mice
Why?
to see if anything happens.
Uh-huh.
They died, the mice.
Oh, sad.
This wasn't a few pieces of pizza that contained mushrooms, okay? We're talking 30,000 frozen pizzas.
Mamma mia.
Possibly containing botulism.
Jesus.
Jeez Louise. He was contacted and he had to recall all of these pizzas.
Fuck.
Okay.
That sucks.
30,000 pizzas meant a retail value of about $60,000 for Mario, and this is in the 1970s, for his business and his 22 employees just down the drain. Instead of going away quietly, like just destroying the pizzas,
Right.
Mario decides that he's going to make this a public spectacle and he's going to hold a funeral for these pizzas.
God, the big pizza funeral.
The big pizza funeral. The funeral was held on March 5th, 1973. And according to the Detroit Free Press, the mass pizza burial was held on a farm. The farm belonged to a man named Gary Johnson. An 18-foot hole was dug and 4 dump trucks full of frozen pizza pull up. A ton of people showed up to watch the burial, including the fucking governor of Michigan at the time, William G. Milliken. And he goes on and says a few words about pizza and tragedy at this funeral.
In the arms
Of the pizza. According to atlasobscura.com, quote, I guess by next fall, there won't be anything but the cellophane, the farmer's owner, Gary Johnson, was quoted as saying as he peered into the mass grave. Pile after pile of pies slid out of a line of pickup trucks and into their final resting place. When it was all over, the victim's creator, the frozen pizza magnate Mario Fabrini, laid a 2-colored flower garland on the grave. Red gladiola for sauce, white carnations for cheese. He also served pizza at the funeral.
Oh, cannibal.
I know. And everyone ate, and people were like, oh, what if I get sick?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd eat this pizza again.
But he was like, the governor ate a piece, and he's not sick.
So
like, you're fine.
What happened to him after?
Okay, we'll get to that. But there is an obituary for the cheese and mushroom pizzas that were buried that day.
Okay.
Okay, I found it on everloved.com, and it says, cheese and mushrooms obituary. 29,188 frozen cheese and mushroom pizzas passed away on March 5th, 1973. After short but prosperous lives. Born on February 14th, 1973, they were subject to a brief life as their mushrooms were found to be poisonous. They would soon be buried in a mass funeral on March 5th, 1973. Their creator, Mario Fabrini, presided over their mass funeral. Their lives and legacies will be remembered, and their names will never be forgotten.
Ooh.
Okay, but want to know the fucking kicker?
Let's hear it.
The FDA runs more tests and actually rules out botulism. The mushrooms are fine.
Oh!
The mushrooms are fine. And the mice that died probably died of something else. Nothing to do with Mario's pizza. Mario ends up suing the suppliers of his
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, he should and did.
He sues the mushroom people for $1 million.
More.
Well, this was in the 1970s, but he
Okay.
ends up only walking away with about $250,000, but still needed to give a third of that to all of his legal fees. And his business also was hit because he had to figure out pizzas that didn't contain mushrooms, like new flavors.
He's like, I'm not risking it again.
Not risking it. And everyone was scared. Even at the funeral, people were like, am I going to get sick from this? And then 17 fucking bottom feeders come out of the woodwork and say they got sick from his pizza, which was ruled no, because the FDA was like, no, the pizzas aren't what made you sick. They were obviously just trying to get a payday. His community, though, really rallied around him. Like, people were like, we're going to pray for you. We're going to, like, one lady gave him $5.
They're like lighting candles with pizzas on them.
Yeah, like lighting pepperonis or something.
They're like pouring out cans of red sauce for him.
Yeah. Most people were supportive and kind. His pizza business ended up going out of business, though, in the 80s.
Oh.
And he walked away from everything with only $5,000.
What a terrible story.
I know. He and his wife retired from the pizza business and live in San Diego now, but unfortunately Mario passed away at the age of 91 in February of 2023, 50 years after the pizza funeral. Before I stopped talking about pizzas, while researching this, I stumbled upon a funeral home in Wisconsin that hosts pizza parties.
Oh my God.
For customers and potential customers at the Krause Funeral Home and Cremation Services. The flyers that they put out state pizza and pre-plan. Enjoy free pizza on us as we discuss how pre-planning your funeral helps ease the emotional and financial burden for you and your family. And then I was also looking, and they also do a fish fry and pre-plan.
Wow.
And that might be the last time I talk about food on here, but I just thought,
why did one mushroom invite the other mushroom to a party? Because he was a real fun guy.
Fun guy! Yeah!
I love it.
God.
I talk about it, but not on a night where we have to record 2 episodes at once because I am hungry and all I want is pizza.
I know.
Low-key craving. I'm like, put some mushrooms on there. That sounds good.
Let's do it.
Okay, I love that. We're going to take a quick break, and when I come back, it's going to be just me, okay? She's out of here. When we come back, you know what's going to happen. We'll be right back.
And we're back. What had you spinning in your coffin this week?
Oh my God. Well, this might be my favorite coffin spinner to date.
No way.
Today,
I've done 200 of them.
a million of them. Today, I'm sharing the wild tale of a woman named Hazel Ferris. And let me tell you, this lady lived a life.
Okay.
Hazel was born in 1880 in Kentucky, and there's very little information out there about her life, but it's been reported that she was orphaned as a young girl. Basically, there's no information about her early life, teenage years, but we do know at some point in her late teens or early 20s, she ends up getting married to a man that we're just going to call John because there's zero evidence of this man's name anywhere.
Okay.
I went through newspaper archives, census reports, death certificates, you name it, nada. All signs point to the two having a very turbulent relationship. Now, the couple, Hazel and John, they're living in Louisville, Kentucky in 1806 when shit went down.
Okay.
There's 2 running theories on what happened the day of the incident, we'll call it.
Oh, no.
Story number 1 tells the tale of a couple who were constantly at each other's throats. Allegations from some sources say the neighbors often heard the couple fighting, getting into drunken screaming matches, so it came to no one's surprise on the night of August 6, 1905, that things took a deadly turn. Story number 2, however, says Hazel and John had a healthy relationship.
Oh.
And that outsiders saw no signs of trouble regarding their relationship, but instead claim Hazel had acquired a recent shopping problem. And that the shopaholic tendencies are what led to the fateful altercation. The truth remains a mystery, but what we do know is that on that very evening, August 6th, 1905, Hazel pulled out a gun and shot John in their living room, ending his life.
Oh, boy.
So it begs the question, was it after she was told she couldn't buy a hat?
Uh-huh.
Or were they just in a drunken altercation?
Oh, don't demean shopping.
Hey, if there's one thing we stand for, if there's a reason to murder. No. Neighbors overheard 3 gunshots and they alerted the authorities, but by the time police reached the couple's home, John was dead on the floor and Hazel was long gone. And this starts the story of Hazel Ferris, the outlaw. A $500 reward was put out for her capture. And there's tons of stories out there as well about what happened next. Some say a killing spree, where she murdered a total of 5 men. Others say that she moved to Bessemer, Alabama, and ended up in a relationship with a cop. The craziest story I read is regarding to the night of August 6th, where the incident happened. Apparently, according to some sources, when she shot him, a sheriff was nearby and overheard the gunshots and busted through the door and sees Hazel standing there with the gun over her husband's dead body. The sheriff tried to apprehend her, and she fought him, and he apparently shot off her ring finger on her right hand, and then was able to get away from him.
Okay.
We don't know exactly what happened, but we do know that she did in fact make it to Bessemer, where she supposedly turned to sex work to make ends meet. And it was there on December 20th, 1906, knowing somehow law enforcement was closing in on her, that 26-year-old Hazel consumed a lethal cocktail of whiskey and arsenic. Her body was turned over to Adams Vermilion Furniture, which also sold caskets, which we kind of know that was big at the time.
Yeah.
And when no one came to claim her, they realized after some time passed that her body wasn't decomposing like someone else's body normally would. Some assumed it was because of the arsenic, but she essentially became mummified, weighing 37 pounds. And when word spread, people kept asking to come see her body. So they ended up putting her mummified remains on display and charged 10 cents to come and see the outlaw mummy. Soon, the corpse went on tour with O.C. Brooks' traveling show as a featured exhibition for the next 40 years.
Oh my God.
Eventually being displayed at the Bessemer Hall of History until 2002. I guess National Geographic came and did a special, and she was included in this special. And after it went out, they were like, we need to bury her.
Okay.
And so in 2002, she was finally cremated and put to rest.
Oh, come on.
You want to see her on display?
Yeah.
Well, prior to her cremation, there was an article about her needing to make a little move. Okay?
Okay.
This is from the Nashville Tennessean, Sunday morning, July 17th, 1960. It says, man killer Hazel needs new coffin. Quote, Luther W. Buddy Brooks is faced with a grave dilemma. He needs one coffin, satin-lined, in which to resurrect Hazel Ferris. Hazel, it seems, is a red-headed mummy whose penchant for fast living and faster guns caught up with her in 1906. Now, fucking, how about a legacy? Now, a dehydrated, perfectly preserved mummy, she is the property of Hurricane Amusements. She is also booked for an Antioch Carnival on August 26th, and her present coffin is a little the worse for wear. Quote, my family always was interested in unusual things, explains Brooks, 22, a towering giant who stands 6'8". Brooks, of Blackstone Place, printer for a local firm, is the sole owner of Hazel. In partnership with Ed White, employee of a Nashville meat packing firm, he shows Hazel at civic clubs, school and church carnivals 4.5 months out of the year, from May to mid-October. Between shows, Hazel rests in state in her own leased 4-room house in a backyard off Franklin Road. She has her own fucking house.
I love it.
A mummy. You know what? Back in 1960, a mummy could own a 4-bedroom house.
Oh my God.
You can't even get a condo. Hazel, explained Brooks, had red hair. She also had a temper.
Ooh.
It said she was young, beautiful, and admired, but one day she saw a hat in a department store and wanted it. Hazel was just a little wicked, so they say, said Mrs. Louis Brooks, mother of Hazel's owner. When Hazel's husband became enraged at such extravagance as a new hat, Hazel also became enraged. She shot him. Thereupon, in equally short order, she disposed of the 4 policemen, including a deputy sheriff who came to his rescue. Hazel, it seems, was a crack shot. So this story claims that she killed her husband and the 4 policemen. But this is the only article that reports that, so I don't know. Escaping to Bessemer, Alabama, she again fell in love, only to be betrayed by her lover to authorities, and in despair she took poison. What she took is the key to the whole mystery, said Brooks, but medical specialists, physicians, and morticians who have examined her think it was a combination of poison and alcohol that did the trick. Hazel fared better in death than she did in life. Claimed by Brooks's great-uncle, Orlando Clayton Brooks, Hazel was displayed at carnivals from 1911 to 1943, traveling to 48 states. When O.C. Brooks died in 1950, he left only Hazel. Young Brooks started showing Hazel 2 years ago and is convinced she's a good old gal. There's no case of jealousy between Brooks's wife and Hazel. I hope not. He made enough money showing Hazel to get married. I started it in as a little sideline, but then it just kind of grew, said Brooks with wry wit. He also owns 2 carnival rides playing Nashville Circuit. Brooks is planning to have some of the original playbills reprinted. Orlando Brooks was no slouch when it came to promotion. He offered a $500 reward to any viewer proving it was not a real mummy. Hazel Ferris in dehydration read the posters. Hazel is not petrified nor made to order, but a genuine human body with the beautiful suit of long flowing hair. There are comical moments when your star attraction is a mummy. One night we had a group of 4 portly women in the tent when the power blew, recalled Brooks. Oh, shit. They took out one side of the tent, my partner and the ticket booth with them, getting out of it. Another night, a visitor stole her tooth. You have to keep Hazel good and dry or she mildews, and we had a little trouble when the snows came in the window this year, said Brooks. We kept her locked in a pine box when I was in school, and one day I jumped on the box, catching a ball, and broke her nose. Jeez, she's gone fucking through it. Another rain slick night, Hazel, pine box and all, slid from the trunk of the car onto the highway, but we just slid her back in and went on, he added. They wanted us at the Italian street fair last year, but I was already booked at the school, and I just have one Hazel. After a thorough cleaning job with embalming fluid, dry wash, and a hosepipe shower, Hazel is ready for a season's run. Brooks, who is building another home on Old Hickory Lake, plans to take Hazel with him. She's all right. I love her. Even fixed her up with fluorescent lighting and artificial grass around the casket, he said. The other mummy, also purported to be impervious to open-air display, is said to be Marie O'Day, a one-time dance hall entertainer who was stabbed in the back. Owned by carnival man Charles Campbell, she was also red-haired. One thing's sure, sighed Brooks. Hazel's one woman who won't talk back to you.
That's wild.
Wild.
Love it. I love her.
Love her. What a way to be remembered. The carnival circuit.
Okay.
It also seems that the incident, you know how I said like her finger got shot off?
Yeah.
It may have happened before she even killed John, leaving some to believe perhaps they did have a very tumultuous relationship and maybe he shot it off in a fight.
Yeah.
Versus the story of the sheriff busting in and shooting off her finger.
Oh, if walls could talk.
If walls could talk, baby. So we'll never really know what happened, but that is the story of outlaw mummy Hazel Ferris and how her body came to be on display.
I love that.
I saw online there were some stories of people who were like, oh, I remember my dad taking me all the time to go see the mummy and they charge us like $1 a pop or whatever. I just love a story with lore behind it.
So do I.
Love a female outlaw.
Oh my God, do I ever.
It's just interesting because it's one of those like town lore things and it always leaves me questioning. I'm like, what is like our town lore?
We don't have one. I know. I don't think we have one.
Like our hometowns, we don't. LA, there's probably a bunch.
There, you know what? Where I grew up, I actually have to find his obituary, but there was a man always rode his bicycle around, always, and called everybody Turkey.
Oh.
He'd go, hey, Turkey. And he was just known as like the turkey guy.
Wow.
I stumbled upon his obituary maybe like a year or two ago, but I have to read it.
We had a neighbor, and he was missing his middle finger.
Oh,
and
witness protection maybe, right?
Oh, no. That's a different neighbor.
Okay.
This neighbor was missing his middle finger, and he used to tell us when we were kids that happened from sucking his thumb. Didn't correlate at the time why that wouldn't be plausible, but
yeah.
And I also remember we had a next door neighbor named Sky, and he was like 80 years old, and something happened where he died, and they had to cut through the floor or something. I don't know. There was some weird story there, but I remember that.
There's a man that shot himself at the end of my block. Oh,
okay.
A house blew up.
Yes, that's a good story. One also, my grandparents' house, in their community that they lived in, a woman and her daughter were taken. And they were like tied up and put in a basement and like kidnapped, I think, for money. Anyway.
Remember when that man walked into
your family friend's house?
Yeah, took a bath.
Yes, I was thinking of that.
Put the oven on, everything, and left.
Uh-huh.
And no one was home.
What else happened in life?
So much.
A lot of things. And that's the story of Hazel Ferris, the outlaw mummy.
Oh, God, love her.
Love her.
Queen.
What a way to be remembered on the carnival circuit.
I know.
I hope we're displayed somewhere.
Me too.
But another great way to be remembered is through an obituary, Madison.
Oh my gosh. And I have a great obituary.
Let's hear it.
This is for Chris. Chris, born November 11th, 1980, has ceased to be, bereft of life. He rests in peace.
Oh.
He has kicked the bucket. He hopped the twig, bit the dust, snuffed it, breathed his last, and gone to meet the top-tier tumortainment management group in the sky. How sad it is that a man of such talent, such capability and kindness, of such intelligence, should now be so suddenly spirited away at the age of only 43. Before he'd achieved many of the things of which he was capable, before he'd had enough fun, before he got to see Fish live in concert one more time.
Oh.
And before he could officially be arrested for debauchery on Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras shenanigans.
Woo, baby.
Dedicated husband of Denise, proud son of Robert and Helen, loving brother of Stephanie, and the world's most fun-loving uncle. And then they list all the kids' names. Chris now is freed from the shackles of the boy band bullies. He leaves behind a bunch of people that are listed. Chris was an ardent fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, serving as designer, builder, and producer of Cliff's Halloween Town, a neighborhood-wide Halloween display in Missouri. The months-long planning and construction process showcased Chris's stagecraft prowess and created memorable thematic scenes seen by thousands of visitors, garnering nearly $100,000 for the charity. Chris's other volunteerism efforts focused on supporting the Showstoppers Dance Studio and the Spastic Paraplegia Foundation. Chris was quick-witted, extraordinarily funny, and got along with everyone. He was the ringer to add to any trivia night team, although he never got a chance to write on the answer sheets even once. His penchant for music ran deep, no matter the genre, decade, or band member iteration. Chris was plugged into the popular and obscure, and his Pandora playlists were unmatched, as were his choices of costume party attire or his large collection of onesies. Chris was a mozzarella cheese stick aficionado. I know. Keeping a running list on him at all times of favorable restaurants that made the grade.
Love.
His passion for soda was evident and even led him to work in the soft drink industry. He was a master of the barbecue, manning the grill whenever possible, although he would always squeeze the juice out of any burger he encountered. Make no mistake, Uncle Chris, or Uncle Piss, or Uncle Riz, was adored by his nieces and nephews. Weekends spent at Aunt Denise and Uncle Chris's house or at the pool became the most anticipated event. Weeks ahead of the visit, he instantly became a jungle gym, game master, referee, Sherpa, magician, and mentor.
Aww.
Every interaction with Uncle Chris ended in squeals of delight, laughter, and the yearning for more. Chris never gave up. His tenacity in fighting stage 4 glioblastoma brain cancer, alongside thyroid and kidney removals, radiation treatment and chemotherapy was unwavering. Gratitude is given to every member of his medical care team, family, friends, social media acquaintances, and all who supported his courageous journey and who will continue to keep his memory everlasting.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know. I feel like they left no stone unturned. Like, we really got to know him.
I love that.
I know. Who do you got?
I have a mummy.
Okay.
I couldn't find a real mummy. So instead, I have this obituary from June 16th, 1953, the Jacksonville Daily Journal. It says, Mrs. Mummy, 71, of Pittsfield expires Sunday. We haven't had an expires in such a long time.
An expires, yes.
It says, Mrs. Jenny Mummy, 71, wife of Marion Mummy, died at 3:25 a.m. Sunday at the Illinois hospital. Mrs. Mummy was born on August 16, 1881 at Kinderhook. She was married to Mr. Mummy in 1913. Surviving is a daughter, Mrs. George Garrett, Pittsfield, a son, Otto Moore, St. Louis, a brother, Everett Moore, Jacksonville, and two sisters, Mrs. Flo Chesky and Mrs. Laura Raymond of Colorado. The remains were taken to the Platner Funeral Chapel, where services will be held at 2:30 p.m. Tuesday with Reverend James Stewart officiating. Burial will be made in the West Cemetery. I have never heard the name Mummy as a surname.
I know. That's so cool.
I loved it because I was picturing like a cute mummy family. Like, this is Mrs. Mummy and this is Mr. Mummy.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
I would love it.
Little cuties.
How cute.
All right. We've spun in our coffins.
We've bitched our obituaries.
That means it's time for some dumb
As criminals.
What you got?
I've got a pizza something.
Pizzanista?
This is actually from this year, April 11th, 2024.
Okay.
From Fox 35 Orlando. And you know where Orlando is?
That is in Florida.
Yes. So, St. Petersburg, Florida. It says, quote, a Florida man was arrested earlier this month after he allegedly pelted his roommate with pizza dough.
Oh, no.
Because he was making coughing sounds he didn't like.
You know what? Valid.
I kind of get it.
Any
I know.
coughing noise is so hacking gross.
Anything from the body, like I'm like,
You're getting the dough.
You're getting the dough. Joseph Tressel, 32, was charged with criminal mischief, which I love. What's criminal mischief?
He's mischievous.
Mischievous and simple battery after the incident that unfolded at a St. Petersburg apartment on April 11th, according to an arrest affidavit from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. At around 7:20 p.m., Tressel was making pizza. The arrest affidavit said that Tressel said he heard voices telling him how to make the pizza. Tressel,
Been there.
I know. His roommate started to make coughing sounds, which irritated him.
Uh-huh.
That's when he allegedly grabbed a piece of pizza dough from the floor that he had already thrown and threw it at his roommate. The pizza dough struck him in the hip while he was sitting at the dining table. What a pussy for calling the cops on some pizza dough.
Yeah.
Deputies said he had no visible bruising on him. Yeah. After the incident, he allegedly went into his roommate's room, grabbed his dresser, slammed it down, and pulled the drawers out. Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
This caused damage to the dresser frame. He did this on the way to his own room, which is on the same path. In a post-Miranda interview with deputies, he said he struck his roommate with pizza dough because he was making coughing sounds that he did not like.
I don't blame him.
He said he slammed the dresser down because he was angry. And he remains in custody at the Pinellas County Jail on $1,150 bond, arrest records show.
God, you throw the dough, you're gonna go to jail.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. Well, I have one that just
A mummy?
had me giggling. It's not a mummy, it's a dummy.
A dummy.
This is from the Tampa Bay Times, Sunday, July 14th, 1946. And
It really is a dummy.
It really is a dummy. It says, dummy arrested in store window.
What the fuck?
New York. Two policemen thought they saw an agitated dummy removing its trousers in the display window of a midtown clothing store early yesterday. Popping in to investigate, they found a seaman in the process of trading his dungarees for a flashy, shore-going sports suit. Said the seaman booked on a burglary charge. Well, I'd had a few beers.
Oh, well, that explains it.
They get arrested.
Oh, God.
Imagine they just see this fucking dummy mannequin in the window. They're like, his shorts are coming off.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Silly. Gotta laugh. And if you want to laugh with us in person, you can do so by coming and checking out our book tour with us, Madison, Reyes, and Spencer Henry, live in a city near you. And we're not dehydrated mummies, but we hope...
But we're dummies.
But we're dummies, for sure. So come see us. Get your tickets at obituarypodcast.com.
Pre-order our book.
Obituary, the big hot book of death. And that's it for the week. But we'll see you next week with some more rack coffin spinners.
And obituaries.
And dumb
ass
criminals. Goodbye.
Goodbye.